Please sign into YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. Now enjoy CineTalk with the one and only CineBros.
What's up, Cinemaniacs? We're back here with episode number 24 of CineTalk with the CineBros. And who are the CineBros today? Well, the first one is me, Shane Moore. And the second one is our buddy, Brandon Blaine, a.k.a. DJ Darth Vader. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you? I'm glad.
Excellent.
I got like full shot here.
I know. No rubbing elbows with
I know.
Chad.
I got broad shoulders, so it's good to be able to stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, you don't have to like rub up and get all intimate with the Chad this time.
Man.
I mean, it's do you like rubbing up with the Chad or Brian better? Who do you like?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I have to, kill off one of the CineBros.
I guess we don't have to do Fuck, Marry, Kill with the CineBros today because we are not going to do Fuck, Marry, Kill. This is actually a show. It's going to be kind of a little shorter, a little condensed. And it's just going to be me and Brandon. We're going to try and do it on the alternate weeks. So that way we're putting out a little more content, keeping it a little more relevant. And we're going to try and get these shows out to you ASAP so that they're coming out hopefully Monday night as late, the latest at Tuesday morning. So we're going to get right into it today. And we are not going to do Fuck, Marry, Kill. We are going to start off with
New news.
And new news is basically where we just talk about the new topics that are in the movie news world. So, and we're going to do these a little bit shorter as well. And we're going to start off with the first thing, box office recap. The box office recap is where I'm just going to give you basically the top 5 at the box office this weekend. And then we'll kind of talk about it, any surprises. We can go as low as like the top 10. Yeah. Sometimes Chad likes to go the top 20, 30, whatever. He just really scrolls down. Oh my God, can you believe that?
Whatever speaks to him.
Yeah, the intern has been in the theater for 30 weeks and it's still making $8. But the number one take at the box office this weekend is Spectre for $35.4 million. The Peanuts movie came in second with $24.2 million. Yeah. Love the Coopers, which is the Diane Keaton, John Goodman movie, $8.4 million. The Martian still in the top 5. In its, 7th week? Matt Damon. So it is at $6.725 million, and finishing in the top 5 is The 33, which is the movie about the Chilean miners. That just came out this past weekend, that and Love the Coopers, and The 33 came in. These are estimates, by the way. Right. We'll get the officials probably a little bit later today. 5.845 is the 33 this weekend at the box office. So is there any real surprises that we have here? Anything big at all?
I thought maybe the Martian, or not the Martian, the 33 would do a little bit bigger opening weekend, just with a couple of movies that have been out for a while, especially since the Martian is still, clinging on there. The drop off for Spectre seems a little bit higher, like we were just saying, like a little higher than I would expect, maybe 30%, but not.
Usually if you finish in the second week, if you're somewhere between the 30 and 40% range with a drop off, that's a good drop off. Yeah. Like you don't want to be in that 50, 60%. Yeah. But as someone who has seen Spectre,
you could see why.
I gave a review. Yeah. I did my review of it. I give it a 5 out of 10. Which I think a lot of people, this is one of those movies that's on the Rotten Tomatoes is just hovering around that fresh side. So it's like, I think the last time I looked, which was yesterday, was at 63%, which is the lowest. I think the lowest Bond movie. It's lower than the Quantum of Solace, which is the one that is the movie that most people refer to as Daniel Craig's worst movie. Right. I think that the Spectre was the worst movie. I had like no attachment to anybody. I thought that Daniel Craig had terrible chemistry with almost every cast member. Yeah. And the most redeeming quality was, kind of Dave Bautista and Daniel Craig. Their fight scene that they had was really, really well done. It was like a total knockdown, drag out kind of fight. And then you had also Q. who was great. I like the chemistry that him and James Bond have together. But everybody else was like, the ones that they really have, like with Moneypenny and all that kind of stuff, they have good chemistry, but they barely use them. Like it sucks. I was really shocked that the Peanuts movie didn't take it over, because the Peanuts movie is getting rave reviews. Yeah. Like it's like 85% on the Rotten Tomatoes. People are loving it. Yeah. Chad gave it a good review.
Right.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm planning on seeing it soon, but I'm shocked at the Peanuts movie that it didn't overtake Spectre, especially being a family-friendly movie, getting more people out.
Right.
I mean, there are a lot of matinees that people go to see, so that's a lot cheaper. And Spectre still has IMAX screenings and stuff like that too. So, I just from what I gathered from when I watched Spectre, I was like so unimpressed that I was shocked. I think I got 3 out of 5 this week, right? I picked Love the Coopers, The Martian, and the 33, and to round off the top 5. Okay. But I got Spectre and Peanuts backwards. So, all right, so we're gonna go into the next little topic here. The next topic for new news is Ridley Scott is spouting off at the mouth again and dropping some serious Prometheus 2 bombs. Here's a quote, an IndieWire interview. This is what he said. This is what Ridley Scott said. I was going to be doing what would be called Alien Covenant, which starts shooting next February, and we were struggling then with the screenplay. We were struggling with the screenplay there, and then there was a phone call, somebody saying, listen, we've got this thing which is completely written called The Martian. And I said, huh? I read it in an hour, and by mid-afternoon, I would talk to Fox and said, I need to talk to Drew Goddard. So what do you think about Scott's comments and changing the name again, Prometheus 2? Because he went from Prometheus 2 to Aliens Paradise Lost. Right. Now it is Alien Covenant. So what do you think about the constant, ever-changing name change about these Alien prequels?
I think he just needs to find what works and then just stick with it. If it's gonna have Alien in it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't, the fact that The Martian, I don't know how The Martian should have affected the way that name change.
I don't think that I think it was more he was basically kind of promoting The Martian, but they asked him some questions regarding, whatever, Alien or whatever, and he came out and said, I was going to be doing a film that was called Alien Covenant.
Right. Well, so supposed to be is that my thing is like, is Alien Covenant supposed to be that next Alien movie, because he's supposed to be doing that, right? He's doing another Alien movie and a Prometheus movie.
The way that everything lines up, the way that he's talking, this was the Prometheus movie. This is the Prometheus movie that he's talking about.
Yeah.
And based on the timeline of everything, like he was supposed to be shooting at a certain time. And then he ended up deciding to do The Martian instead. So they kind of like went full steam ahead because everything was ready to rock.
Right.
And so that's why the Prometheus 2 got kind of, shuffled back a little bit longer. But I wish he would just stick with the name.
Right.
Like this is getting a little over the top here. I mean, just stop throwing all these different names out there. If you're trying to like tease us and stuff, like whatever, like it's not that big of a deal. We know the title.
Yeah, because we talked about it like the last time on the show too. Is that like it was going to have Alien in it, like, and all this other stuff. We're just like, dude, come on. Like, we get it. Like, come on. We know what kind of movie it is. We know how Prometheus ended. No. Like, you can't say that it's not an alien. Like, it's not going to be about that, whatever.
I don't know. He's just talking some crazy stuff.
Maybe he's just getting senile. Maybe he's
I think he's trying to do the J.J. Abrams thing where he's trying to be secretive.
Yeah, I said that too. I'm like,
but he's not doing it anywhere near as well.
You're not doing it. You're not succeeding. Stop.
Nobody takes it seriously, Ridley. Come on.
Hey, Ridley, I know you're a fan of the show and you watch.
Yes, seriously.
Let me give you a piece.
On all your downtime, you watch our show.
Stop. This comes from a place of love and understanding. Stop.
You're no J.J. Abrams when it comes to secrets.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we're going to go to the next little topic here. Shia LaBeouf had a crazy weekend watching all of his movies where you could go to the theater and watch the movies with him while he's being filmed watching his own movie. So what do you think about all that. What do you think about Shia being Shia? Like this is like the ultimate Shia being Shia.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And did you catch any of all this? I caught a lot of screen caps.
Yeah.
I didn't see him. I tried to sign in a couple of times, but the hosting site kept on crashing and you couldn't get into it. So did you catch any of this? And what did you think about it?
I didn't catch into anything. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I just think it's hilarious. The whole internet, video blow up of him, just do it, know, all that. It was a lot of fun. Whenever the trolls catch on to something on the internet and like make it viral and blow it up, I'm all for it. It's all love.
I think it's hilarious because there was a lot of people in here that were kind of like that were in the waiting line. They were like waiting in line, and they were out in and they were like going, just do it, and they were like getting all fired up. And there was a couple of people that were like live tweeting while they were in line waiting to get in, and you could see him like, oh man, these people just got here and they're going crazy. Yeah. He's like, and they're slowly losing steam after they've been in line for 3 hours.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because like it took people 8 to 10 hours to get into the theater just to watch Shia watch a movie. Like, it's kind of a creative idea when you think about it. Like, especially with someone that's as kind of kooky as he is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting to see like having him watch the movie. I saw some great screen caps of him because like when he was watching Transformers 3, he's in there and you can see him, he's like, oh, like, and he's like, he fell asleep during Transformers 3.
And did you think that was staged or that was just like, it was legit?
I don't know. I have no idea. They said that he never acknowledged the camera. Yeah. He was very professional with all that. But when it came down to it, that he fell asleep during that and he was laughing his ass off at the Even Stevens movie. Yeah. Like, so like he thought it was like hilarious. And, obviously.
Like holes? Did he like do like?
I don't know. I didn't see any screen caps of that. I know that that's a big one. I know a lot of people, like I personally liked, what was it, Eagle Eye? Was that the one? I really liked that one. I actually didn't mind his Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull. I didn't mind that movie, but it definitely wasn't it was probably the worst out of the franchise. I just I didn't hate on it as much as most people do.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, it's just Shia LaBeouf being Shia LaBeouf, and it's so awesome and weird. And the last tweet I read about somebody, I think it was from somebody at the Schmoes Know, that he was like, he was tweeting and he's like, he's like, I'm gonna be asked by one of my children later on in life, did you really wait in line to go see Shia LaBeouf watch Shia LaBeouf's movies? Yeah. And I have to tell him yes, and then he's going to ask me why, and I'm going to have no idea. Like, I'm not, it's like a totally,
I don't have a credible answer.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't,
I failed you as your father.
Yes, exactly. But it's kind of like, I was like, if it didn't, I mean, I would not wait 8 hours to maybe I'd wait, 10, 12, 14 hours to watch Harrison Ford watch all the Indiana Jones movies or like all his movies. Yeah. But I mean, he's not even that exuberant. Maybe like Jim Carrey or something like that. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be cool. Or maybe like Johnny Depp or something like that.
Yeah, like one of those like iconic. I mean, Shia hasn't been doing it long enough, but
definitely not.
He definitely has a name for himself.
Well, the virality, is that the right word?
I don't know. I don't know. That's all
viral.
New. That's
the viral nature of his recent celebrity star is all about being, off
kooky.
The wall.
It's like him and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
they're a little different when it comes to Hollywood. All right, so the next topic here, and this is kind of impromptu, which I just kind of was talking with you a little bit about. Yeah, I've learned that over the weekend that I guess Simon Kingbird did an interview recently saying that the XMen trailer, the teaser trailer, is going to be playing in front of Star Wars, The Force Awakens. So as of right now, officially we have Captain America: Civil War to be debuting its trailer in front of Star Wars, and we have this X-Men X-Men Apocalypse teaser trailer. The rumored trailers on top of that,
oh boy,
are Batman vs Superman, and another Deadpool trailer. I'm wondering, because they usually play like 5. Sometimes they'll go 6, depending on another movie and everything like that. I'm wondering what on earth is gonna. I mean, if they do Captain America: Civil War, they do X-Men Apocalypse, Batman vs Superman, and a Deadpool trailer.
Yeah.
Deadpool would work perfectly in this because they could actually film him doing a little. They just did some reshoots. Yeah. They could have a little clip that they do making fun of Star Wars.
Yeah, if he's watching like the trailer or something like that.
Yeah, and or doing something crazy with like a lightsaber or something along those lines.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think that it could be really creatively done. And holy shit, would people go bananas? Yeah. Like, if people aren't hyped enough as it is to go see this movie, they're going to watch these trailers. They're going to need like a 5-minute, to break, to just kind of because they're going to be so pumped up that, I mean, you even said before, they're going to have nerd boners everywhere.
I was going to say, there's going to be like the largest nerd boners like around there. Whatever theater shows that, they're going to have like a special cleaning crew that they mean to have like come up after that, because there's going to be people like all over there just going to be like.
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I'm so amped up for the movie. I'm like picturing myself in line.
I can't believe it's like a month out. Like, we're still kind of like 3 weeks to like a month out already.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot wait for it to get.
And I'm like already so excited that when I get there, and then I get to see all these these new trailers that'll probably get dropped online, which I probably will not see online. I will try and steer clear of it so I can watch them for the first time.
I don't know if I can wait. I don't know.
But
still,
I mean, they are better because when you go see them in an IMAX screen, and the sound and just the picture.
Like I told you about when I first saw the first Force Awakens trailer, I watched on my phone and computer a bunch of times, but then when I actually went to go see it on the big screen, I was like,
turn into a big chill. Like, it's it's like a totally different. It's crazy. I don't know. I can't believe all the great movies, possibly great movies that are coming out that are gonna get their trailers. They're not their first trailers. Deadpool, it would be the second trailer. You'd have Batman vs Superman would be the second one. X-Men Days of Future Past would be the first one, which would be really. I mean, I keep saying Days of Future Apocalypse. It'd be their first one, which would be freaking sweet because I want to see if they did anything to Apocalypse, like CGI wise, a little bigger. I want to hear him speak. Yeah. Now I want to see if he has that kind of deep, kind of almost alien-like voice. But that would be, I don't know, that'd be really sweet.
If that ends up happening.
And then first trailer for Captain America Civil War, too.
If that ends up happening, that's smart with whoever's putting that together, whatever that is. It's like you're going to have a serious demographic, that's your audience. That's your people who you want going to see your movie. They're going to see it. They're going to buy the merchandise. They're going to buy the extra things, here and there that are going to be. And
you have to make sure that these trailers that you're putting in front of this are sweet. Yeah. Like, you watch these trailers and you're just kind of like, whoa. Like, you don't want to have the audience being like, fuck that. Yeah. Like, you want to, like, I think Deadpool, they could do a 30-second trailer. Yeah. Like something really quick. Spot, and just to kind of get some of those Star Wars fans in, because I mean, some of the Star Wars fans probably aren't totally up to date on Deadpool. Yeah. I'm sure most of them are. But you're going to have those casual fans that are just going there because they saw it on Monday Night Football and, and they're all fired up to go see another Star Wars movie. But I don't know. I think you could do some creative stuff. I mean, obviously, just having a regular trailer is cool too. But
yeah, because I know this is going to sound bad from, kind of doing what we're doing here. But and the few times I do go out to the movies, the trailers aren't always the most important thing to me to watch. If I show up a little late or whatever, I'm usually late for everything. Filming today. Or just life in general, life events. Skipping a trailer or two or whatever is, not really a big deal as long as I don't miss the movie.
Yeah, I'll skip trailers from time to time just because it all depends though too. Right. Like
if you know that there's a trailer that's debuting ahead because
or that I want to see in front, I'll know what's kind of playing in front of it.
That's different. So that's why I'm like, if these things are confirmed or rumored to happen, if that's going down, I want to be there well in advance. We're cutting dinner short. Yeah. Chad, you're not getting dessert. We got to get to the theater to get dessert. I'm just I got to continue the feud somehow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when you guys aren't together, there's got to be some beef out there.
Yeah, we have to start talking shit to each other when we're not on camera. Because we're nice when we're in the same room with each other, but when we're on different episodes, we can talk some shit.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's good.
In or out of the movie trailer park.
All right, that's in or out of the movie trailer park, and this is where we give you a couple of trailers. We're going to talk a couple trailers today. We're going to do it real short, not as long as we usually do, but this will be where we kind of take a few minutes to talk about some of the new trailers that came out over the last week. And we're going to go with Brandon's first one here, and he is doing the trailer for Moonwalkers. Yeah. And that is the CIA agent and a rock manager team up to help Stanley Kubrick fake the moon landings. That's kind of a very basic. Yeah. It's not like the best.
It's not the best description.
It's not the best description in the world.
Especially if you watch since we watched the Red Band trailer.
The Red Band trailer was really, really good. The Green Band trailer was good too. That's the one I actually watched, and then he had told me on the way here, he's like, "Oh, we want to talk the Red Band trailer?" I was like, "I didn't watch the Red Band trailer," and it is a little bit more graphic. They have some like a little more, gun firing, and some blood and drug references. There's a swear or two in there, so it's not anything crazy or over the top, but it is, it is a little. It's interesting. I can't say that I'm like super pumped for this movie. Yeah. It's nice to see what's his name, Rupert, to get out of the
Weasley,
get out of the Harry Potter.
Weasley doing something else.
I mean, it's nice to see him doing something a little different, and I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's not one of those movies that I'm like overly over the moon about. But it's, I don't know. It's a fascinating thing. I am very much in the line of saying like it was not a filmed event, even though that's kind of like one of the conspiracy theories out there. And then
it's also not the first movie to kind of take a shot at this either.
Yeah. So, and I think it's very interesting that the way that they're going about it. It's definitely somewhat of a comedy,
right?
Kind of a comedy, maybe a little bit of a drama. Like I don't know. It's interesting to see Ron Perlman and this Rupert. I can't remember his last name is.
Is it Gint or Grint?
Grint, something like that. It's interesting to see them kind of go back and forth because obviously Rupert Grint is the character that he must be like a producer or something of the line. Like he's the guy that kind of hires Stanley Kubrick. And Ron Perlman is in the CIA and he is there to try and fake the moon landing because they want to make sure that they beat Russia to being landing on the moon.
I love watching the trailer. I think seeing the chemistry between these two play how Ron Perlman is playing like this really straight-laced like CIA agent, and then Rupert's playing like this really loosey-goosey rock manager. I think is what he's doing.
Yeah, kind of.
It's cool because it kind of reminds me of a couple different things, all together. Kind of reminds me of like a Guy Ritchie kind of, the Snatch.
It does have that kind of feel,
a little, I mean, obviously it's got heavy British influence, so that's where I kind of go with that.
Yeah.
But it's just cool to kind of see like this specific take on it. It's not taking itself too seriously.
No,
you know what I mean? Because like, wasn't there that movie like Wag the Dog or something like that? I think,
man,
that's it goes ways back. But I think it's along the same. Along the same aspect of trying to figure that, or not maybe. They were faking something like and they were taking like this real dramatic kind of role to it. This guy's popping LSD and like tripping out of his mind. You know what I mean? Like, so it's definitely got this cool like little twist to it about how like you got a fast one pulled on you. Rupert's character ends up basically faking this meeting with Stanley Kubrick, and he has all this money to give. The CIA is giving them all this money, and they go and start blowing it on hookers and drugs and booze, or like buying out bars for everybody and stuff like that. So like it's this ultimate swindle, and then Ron Perlman goes and tries to get the money back, or go and kill the guy or whatever, just to cover up his losses. And they're like, well, maybe we should just actually try and figure out a way to actually get this done. So
it definitely could be funny. I'm leaning more towards watching this like on HBO or Netflix or something like that.
That's totally where I'd see
if I happen to be looking for something to watch, and I'm in the right frame of mind, because it seems like it's one of those movies that I think you have to be kind of in the right frame of mind to go watch. I would consider going to see it in the theater. Probably more like a matinee, not spending a ton of money on it, but because I think you'll have a good time.
It's listed as a comedy, so I mean, it's like that. You got to be in that mind frame, I think.
Yeah, but it's not like it's more of a. It seems like more of like a darkish comedy. Yeah. Like it's not like you're straight up.
It's like got that British twist to it.
Yeah, which is nice. I mean, I do like those movies. So
I dig it.
Maybe we'll see. All right. Now I don't know if I never really gave you another trailer for me.
Yeah.
So. All right. So we took a quick little break so that Brandon could watch my trailer, which is 999 official international trailer. This movie is chock full of stars. You have Kate Winslet. You have. Chiwetel Ejiofor, I think Anthony Mackie, Woody Harrelson, a lot of
Aaron Paul,
a lot of big names.
Norman Reedus,
a lot of big names. This is the synopsis.
Casey Affleck.
Yes, Casey Affleck. Which Casey Affleck and Kate Winslet are almost unrecognizable in this movie.
I didn't even recognize Aaron Paul either.
A gang of criminals and corrupt cops plan the murder of a police officer in order to pull off their biggest heist yet across town. All right, so 999. Huge all-star cast. Are you in or out of this movie based off of this international trailer? I will start with this, and I am going to say I'm totally in for a couple of reasons. One, this all-star cast is amazing. Right. All the performances in it were really good. I got a little thrown off a couple of times with Woody Harrelson.
His accent.
It's a little slow. Yeah. Like he's... it's hard taking someone seriously when they're kind of really doing this southern drawl, but they're like emphatically making it so slow. Like it makes it a little tough to follow. Kind of pulls me out of the movie a little bit, of the trailer. But everybody else, Anthony Mackie, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Kate Winslet, all these actors and actresses that are in this movie look awesome. And on top of that, it's a heist movie. Yeah. Which you have two different kinds of heist movies. Like you have like the kind of more fun ones, like the Ocean's 11 and the Tower Heist, and what's that? The magic one that they did recently.
Now You See Me.
Now You See Me, which they're coming out with. And so you have heist movies that are kind of like that. Yeah. Then you have heist movies more like Heat that are kind of dark and gritty.
Dead
and this,
it has that little heist element to it.
Yes, and this is one of those dark and gritty, and like it looks like it's going to be intense, and it comes out next year. Yeah, I am so in on this. I am definitely going to see this in the theater. I will try and get a screener for it so that I can get a review out early and everything, because this has the potential with the cast and the way that the trailer looks to be up there with the elites of the Heat and the Dead Presidents and kind of those darker, gritty heist kind of films. What did you think? Are you in or out on this?
Oh, I'm in. Like if you get a screener and I can go, like I may even like want to go, which I haven't had a chance to go. I either haven't gone or just haven't wanted to go to see a movie, because I don't know if anybody watches. It takes like a legit a lot to get me like to go into the movies. I'm trying to find. Yeah, see, I knew it. The one of the actors in the movie that we haven't talked about was in Dead Presidents.
Oh yeah,
and that's why I was like,
you saw him and you were kind of like, oh yeah.
Clifton, his name's Clifton Collins Jr. Okay. He was in Pacific Rim. Yeah. He was in. He had a small little thing in Star Trek. He's been in a bunch of different movies. He was in Transcendence. Mm-hmm.
The movie was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad. The guy that gets kind of made over by the stuff, and like you remember it, like he's like picking up he gets like almost superhuman strength, picking up the thing. And that character, he's in this trailer as well. He's got it's an all-star cast.
Yeah, it's super all-star cast.
It's an all-star cast, but they're not though.
They're not all A.
You know what I mean?
Like, they're not all A-listers.
Yeah, but they're all like Norman Reedus. Oh man, and that guy Clifton Collins Jr. was.
They have a good. I mean, because Casey Affleck is a great, supporting cast. Yeah. Woody Harrelson's a lot of these
guys are great supporting guys.
Yeah. But Chiwetel Ejiofor and Kate Winslet are. Yeah. Those are like big names.
Anthony Mackie's
getting
coming up there. Yeah. Like a lot of these guys are like coming up to that like superstar level. So the fact that they're all ensemble together in this movie is really good. Even Gal Gadot.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, this is kind of her peak of a performance maybe before Man of Steel. I mean, Man of Steel 2, Dawn of Justice, Batman vs Superman. I don't know exactly when this comes out. I know it comes out in 2016. I don't know if it comes out in February or March or something like that, but it could be the first little glimpse of Gal that we get before, which will be interesting because I want to see if she has any chops now. Yeah. Because
other than what she was.
I mean, Fast and Furious movies, and I haven't been overly impressed with
something a
with
little
her.
darker or whatever would be cool because I think
I just wanted her to show some acting skill. I mean, she's up against a lot of great actors. So
I love Norman Reedus. Yeah, I think I love a lot of the stuff that he's done. And Boondock Saints is one of my
you're a big fan of that.
Top 10 favorite movies.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Not the second one. The second one was garbage. And that Clifton Collin guy was in that movie. Yeah. He's the third. He was like the third little guy that they recruit and go around.
Yeah, I never saw the two. I never saw two. I've only seen Boondock Saints in parts. I've never seen the thing from finish till end. Yeah. I mean, from beginning till end. Yeah.
So good. So good.
All right. There's a couple other trailers that I wanted to just quickly mention. Go over. I think it's Ip Man 3 with there's a nice little glimpse you get of Mike Tyson in there, and oh dude, and he looks badass in this. Like, he looks in great shape, and he goes head to head with the guy. I would love to see that battle. You know
what I would love to see, and this is a little bit off topic, but we can jump back on it, is if Mike Tyson were to be Balrog, Street Fighter.
Oh my gosh.
Like, if they ever tried to reboot that, that or whatever, having him be that boxer character in Street Fighter,
he'd be good in any of those kind of movies, like any of those kind of, science fiction-y kind of like video game.
He didn't have to talk.
Yeah, I mean, even if he did, I mean, they could play off of it. It's whatever. I mean, as long as he can kind of act at all. I mean, well, I guess we'll find out a little bit here. But
himself, he does that. Better than anything else.
So, and then there's a couple other ones. There was the Ride Along 2 official trailer, which I watched. I don't think you've seen. But it was really, really funny. Yeah. But I have a feeling that is all the funny parts in the movie. So if you watch that trailer, I think you're getting everything you're going to get.
The same way with Ride Along, like the first one.
I think this one looks like it's going to be a little funnier because I didn't laugh much in the first one, but this one looks like it has some more of those over the top kind of funny humors. Like, my favorite part with that was when he did the shotgun into the thing. And that was like the only time I laughed really hard. Yeah. This one seems like it has a few more of those.
Yeah. Do you think he's got the staying potential to stick around? Or do you think Kevin Hart's going to start waning because they're using him and everything? We've talked about that. You got that hot guy in comedy that comes in, makes 4 or 5 pictures, and then kind of fades back. Like, look at Will Ferrell. You know what I mean?
I think it all depends on
such a bomb.
I think it all depends on what he does from here on out. Because I love The Wedding Ringer. Yeah. I thought he was great in that.
Did you? But and then him, not Josh Gad. You know what I mean?
No, they had great chemistry together. There was it was a really good movie. It was a lot of fun. But Ride Along was terrible. If he keeps doing more movies like that, even though it was successful, I think it could hurt him. I don't know. He's just like the modern day Chris Tucker. He's just kind of that loudmouth, high pitched loudmouth kind of guy who's kind of talks fast and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully he doesn't do what Chris Tucker did, is just fall off the face of the earth. A couple of the other trailers that I just want to get to real quick were My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. I thought it was actually a really well done trailer, and it looks like it's actually going to be another good movie. It doesn't look like it's going to be like their TV version, which was horrible. So bad.
I think I watched the Big Fat Greek Wedding movie once. I think it came
the first one a long time ago. Yeah, I mean that I saw in the theater, and I actually owned it on VHS because that came out 20 plus years ago. I mean, it's been a long time since that movie came out. Yeah, it's been at least 15 years, I think. And that movie was really good. And the trailer for the second one looks like it's going to be pretty good. And then you also have Finding Dory, which it had its first official trailer, and I was a little underwhelmed with it. Right. Yeah, I wasn't blown away by it, and so I don't know.
It's been too long. You think they took too long to get it out?
No, I just think that they need. I don't know. I just wasn't. I didn't like the trailer. Yeah. Doesn't mean the movie won't be good, but the trailer didn't like me. I wasn't like, oh yeah. Right. It had a little funny moment to start, and then it kind of trailed off a little bit, and it wasn't as funny. And then I think for the most part, the Red Band trailer for the night before, the Red Band trailer, official trailer number 2. Yeah. That was fucking hysterical. Holy shit! We should watch that afterwards, just to get a glimpse. Oh my dude. that movie, I had a screener for it tonight, and I can't go, and I'm like so incredibly bummed about it, but whatever. We're going straight into this, and that is...
It's time for Random Rants and Rave Reviews.
Random Rants and Rave Reviews, and we're gonna have some stuff coming out. I have a little thing that we can do. Random Rants and Rave Reviews is gonna be, normally we do about 15 minutes because this is gonna be a shorter show. Yeah. We're gonna actually take a little bit more time on this and just make it more of an open format show.
Free ball it.
Yeah. So, and I know that you said that you had to you had something you wanted to mention, and it's kind of. It's movie based.
Well, it's movie related because she's taking some time off to make some movies
after getting kicked in the dome and knocked out.
Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey. Let's talk about her just a little bit. She already announced before the UFC fight that she's going to be taking some time off. She has some movie projects that they were going to work
Roadhouse.
on. Roadhouse. She's been pining like real hard to be Captain Marvel and do that stuff. So if that comes to fruition or not. But one of the biggest things I saw on Facebook over the weekend was, oh my God, I can't believe that Ronda Rousey lost and what happened, this and that. It's such a, an upset in all this big sports history. And
did you watch any of the clips?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched the full
I watched the full fight.
Yeah.
And it was not an upset at all.
That is nothing I've ever seen from her before.
Right.
She looked very unorganized, very, very overmatched.
Holly Holm had her number from the beginning.
Yeah.
She had the range, the reach. She could find the gaps and where Ronda Rousey's stand-up has been her worst from the beginning.
I think she's never been a great boxer.
She's never. Stand-up, punching, kicking, none of that.
She's a grappler.
She's a judo, so it's downs, grapple, it's submission, all that stuff. So
I thought it was very funny that you saw, what's her first name? Holly Holm. I think it was very funny. Like when they got on the ground, she didn't stay with her on the ground. No. She tried to do whatever she could to get back up on her feet.
And Holly Holm took her down in that fight too.
And she got back up.
Yeah, she got it and then she took back up. And she's smart. She played her game plan. She stuck to it. Ronda had no change in her game, so once she realized that she was getting lit up in the face, like, well, maybe I should go for a takedown and like take this down to the ground or whatever. She wanted to stand and bang. Maybe her ego got in the way of that a little bit. It's good for her to take that, on the chin or in the side of that temple.
Man, she got. I saw like a screen cap of her, and it looked like her neck was like almost like getting dislodged from her.
There was rumors that she had like a broken jaw and things like that, but that's not been like
not confirmed.
She didn't do a post-fight interview, which I'm not surprised.
After getting knocked out.
Yeah, well, they said they had to take her to the hospital.
You're jarred,
and she split her lip open, so they had to like stitch her lip.
She was all bloody,
and stuff like that. She got her number one. So everyone saying that oh my God, Holly Holmes is a legit female boxer. She had 9 professional mixed martial arts fights, but she had over 40 or 50 professional boxing fights.
She's undefeated in mixed martial arts too, right? Yeah.
So like she was 9-0 mixed martial arts, like that stuff.
She had a couple losses like in boxing.
Yeah,
maybe
in boxing, but she's fought over 45 times. She knows that range and reach to be able to find those holes. So the fact that Ronda never changed up her game like that shows that she's got a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
But it wasn't an upset. It was an upset in the eyes that you think that Ronda Rousey was untouchable and like the perfect fighter. She's not.
She's not the Luke Skywalker of.
Right. She's not the Luke Skywalker of MMA. Come on. So
cut it out until.
Yeah, I know she has a lot of fans, and I support being a female athlete and empowering women and girls being.
And I love her. I think she's great.
I do too because
she's very entertaining.
Yeah, she's entertaining. She usually has like a positive message. Like when she was bashing about like the Kardashians about like not just laying on your back for your money, like being like going out and being somebody and doing something with her body, like the fact that people were body shaming her for having muscles and stuff like that. Like I didn't care about that, but like her game has holes in it, and the person that was matched against her filled those holes. So
I'm wondering if there's going to be a rematch at some point.
Oh, they already said that. Yeah, and even Holly said that too. So she's a champion. Like she's a champion now. She deserves a rematch. Any of the great really
but
great,
I know, but she said because she's taking time off to do movies and stuff like that. I mean, how much time is she going to take off? And then she's going to have to take a while to get back in shape for. I mean, I'm sure she's not going to let herself go. She's going to be in the movies, but you're usually going to. She might decrease her muscle size a little bit
Maybe
because
to do a movie
to the movies
maybe.
and stuff, because they depending on what kind of movie role she gets. I mean,
Yeah.
if she does Captain Marvel and Roadhouse, she can stay as big as she wants because that will fit the role. But
I don't think she's gonna lose that, because I think she's gonna obviously want to do these movies, but I think she's really gonna want to like shut all the haters up. They'd be like, "Hi, home had your number."
Yeah. She whooped her ass, and I love Ronda Rousey. Like I had never been into MMA ever,
really,
until she started getting on this streak.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I was kind of like, wow. And then I saw some interviews with her, and I was like, man, she's like a badass chick, and she's cool.
Yeah.
Like I liked her. She seemed like one of those just approachable people that she wouldn't kind of just make fun of you if you're trying to talk to her. She would or just blow you off. She seems like a cool person.
I think she's a good, strong female role model in a time when people would lean to the celebrity side of things, where you're
like the Kardashians.
Like Kylie Jenner or something like that. Like you do like this. She has dedication to this thing, her craft. She works at it. Like, all these things that she can be positive. That there shouldn't be this negative stigma towards it. But she got it clock cleaned. I found this great thing on the internet today, because you and I both DJ and things like that.
Yep.
Somebody made a picture or screen capped a picture of I'll send it to you. Ronda Rousey getting kicked. That moment right where the kick lands right in her face, and over the top of the Radiohead, the Benz album, because you see the guy that's some boxer. You can see if you can put it up, so people can see what we're talking about.
Oh my gosh!
I woke up this morning. I laughed so hard. I had to send it to my wife because she's a big Radiohead and a Ronda Rousey fan too.
Yeah.
So she thought it was like, she started laughing too. So you probably know the guy, Alex Nepa. He's a DJ out in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
DJ Kid AV, he used to go by.
Oh, it sounds familiar. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
So Alex posted that up, and I was like, oh my God, I have to share that. It's hilarious. I laughed also. So shout out to him for that.
All right. So we're gonna did a little Ronda Rousey talking there, and
still movie related.
Yeah,
Roadhouse 2, Patrick Swayze.
Well,
make it.
Oh God, she's supposed to be doing Roadhouse. Yeah, so she's gonna be filling the role of Patrick Swayze.
Do you think with her being considered or her pining for Captain Marvel, like Tyrese was trying to do that, with the other thing? Do you think that who do you think would be better for if she's not the person to do it? Who do you think is also could be in the running for like a Captain Marvel if they were going to do that?
I think that the people that I have, in my top 3 for that would be, and I'll go in order. Number 1 would be my number 1 choice. Number 1 would be Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Number 2 in that would be Yvonne Strahovski, which she was in the show Chuck. She was in I, Frankenstein. She's just really good at action, and she's a decent actress. She's an Australian actress who, does a lot of American accents and stuff like that, and she's really good. I like her a lot. Plus, in Chuck, I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that watched Chuck that didn't have a crush on her, because she is an attractive woman. My third would probably be Katie Sackhoff, who did like Battlestar Galactica. I think with her, I haven't seen a lot of things where I thought she was a great actress. I don't think you need to be a great actress to be in these superhero movies, but I would like to see a little bit. I need to be something a little bit more than just like an average. I think because you need to have that. I think she has the charisma to carry a movie. I just don't know if she has the skill, because I haven't seen enough from her to say that yes, she can. Because I never watched that TV show that she was in. So I would say those would be my top 3. I would love if Yvonne Strahovski was the actual Captain America. I mean, Captain Marvel, because she's talented, and she's very attractive, and she does action so well. She's thin like Emily Blunt too, but she, when she does her moves, she looks like she's actually doing them. You believe it, which is nice.
Like Adrienne Palicki, is her name.
Yep.
She's on Marvel, but she's already in the Marvel universe. She's in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. I think she would be like a cool consideration for that. She does action really well.
I did not
an attractive, an attractive girl.
I didn't like her in John Wick.
Yeah.
I thought that because you blatantly knew when it wasn't her in the action sequences, because it's either the body double that they used, or the stunt person that they used just was not the same shape. It looked so not her, because she's skinny and tall. And she doesn't have much of a butt. and she like latched onto, and like the hair was all over the face. It was very much like in Spy, when they kind of changed it up, and it wasn't Melissa McCarthy. It's just like you could tell it was not that person, which takes me out of it a little bit. And I like someone that does kind of more of their own stunts.
Right.
And I think Emily Blunt does a little bit more, and also Yvonne Strahovski within Chuck. She did a lot of stunt work. There was times that she didn't, because I think they just don't let them. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I have to actually cut this a little short because I didn't realize the time. It's almost 12:40, so I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit short. And we were gonna wrap this up, and where can people find you, Mr. Brandon?
You can find me all on the interwebs at DJ Darth Vader, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
He is perfectly marketed.
That's right. All at.
All linked up.
All at.
And you can find me everywhere, Shane Moore at the CineBros. CineBros.com Facebook.com/the CineBros, and we can do YouTube.com/the Movie House Maniacs. All that is on the screen. You want to hit subscribe, you can go right over here near a little below, well, pretty much right where Howard the Duck is. You can go over there. You can and click our little logo, and that'll take you to subscribe to our page. We hope to get more subscribers because we have been stagnant. So hopefully this more recent and more often, whatever it's called, content. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Hopefully more content will help, get some more stuff out there and be more in tune with today's news and world, life in general.
You know.
Put
out more content.
Try to stay relevant.
Different things, just different people to watch, different stuff.
Yeah. A little shorter, a little more compact, and
ramblings.
Yeah, ramblings. I love ramblings.
Free form, freestyle, free ball.
Sometimes we have to stop and free ball. All right, so we'll see you guys.
Am I not wearing pants right now? That's the question.
I am wearing pants. I don't know about him. You won't see me looking down very much. Let's just put it that way. So I will be seeing you guys hopefully at the movie soon. I will be coming out with a review this week. I think I am going to see Creed on Wednesday. So I will be coming out with I'm hoping. And then I will come out with my review hopefully Thursday morning. So
great.
All right. I will.
I subscribe, so I'll be able to watch it.
That's right, baby. And then you can also watch, Chad's 90-second car quickies, which someone over here came up with the name. And now we just got to get Chad to put a little bit more of his personality into that, because he's got a good personality. He's a giggler. He is a giggler. All right, so we will see you guys at the movies again.
If you watch the show on YouTube, please click that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.